So we're down here at Dynatrac, and we're here getting some front and rear ends for our Jeep.
So what we do is we design this axle in context.
Each component on our giant axle, like the gear housing, the knuckles, the spindles, all of it, they make everything here in-house, all from scratch. Starting with the mix of metals that they melt, and then they pour them into sand molds to make their custom housings.
So now we're going to enter the main foundry.
So the whole axle is created inside the computer, and then one piece at a time, we use that model to make all these tools like molds and other things to create the reality of the part.
What you have is 2 halves of the mold.
And this is gonna be our axle right here.
That'll be your axle. We're gonna pour it.
That mold is for the gear housing. I recognize the shape, but man, it is so big.
You wanna go see your axle get poured?
Yeah.
All right, let's go see him tap out of heat. He's getting over 2,700 degrees.
The furnace is full of hot metal. It's gonna pour into that ladle right there, and then the guy's gonna take that ladle over.
Oh, wow. That's 2,700 degrees.
And then the guy's gonna take that ladle over and start filling molds.
That is some hot metal. This is old school stuff right here. This is insane. I've never seen anything like this. My axle is like a baby being born. They're pouring it in, it's molding, it's taking shape.
That is just awesome. So now the fun part. We get to actually assemble our own axle. Starting with the gear housing that we just saw being poured. They call it a pumpkin.
So this is the assembly. I don't even recognize these. Last time we saw them, they're liquid.
Now we're pressing the axle tubes into the pumpkin with this massive press that pushes 1,300 pounds.
It's 100 tons.
Man, is that just crazy, Dad, or what? Then you just fill that with weld.
Yeah. And then lock them into place.
They put gears inside, then cap it.
I have zero fear that this thing is gonna break now.
What, do you think it's gonna make it pretty much bulletproof?
I think this is the most bulletproof drivetrain we've actually ever put in anything.
These axles